What is one message that's really resonating specifically in Florida from your campaign? Like what's one thing that's really hitting with people?
Well, I'll tell you, there's a number of things here in Florida. First of all, like anywhere in the country, people are concerned with all the corrosive influence of money in politics, of corporate money in politics. So people look at our campaign and they see me as Mr. Clean. You know, I get criticized for, you know, oh, he's too pure, he won't take corporate money. But I'll tell you, that resonates with a lot of people.
And that's a pretty lazy bald joke. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
It's done before.
Exactly.
Hi there, Timo.
Oh, hold on a sec. Somebody sent me a text. I'm sorry. What's that?
Is that show business? Tell them I'm busy. Tell them I'm busy with Tim Canova. I can't take their call.
So the election integrity issue is beginning to resonate, of course. People are appalled that these ballots were destroyed. Beyond that, I'll tell you, the issues that resonate here resonate around the country. People are tired of the war on drugs. They're tired of mass incarceration. They're concerned about all of the kind of racial discord and scapegoating that goes on. People want an immigration solution here in South Florida. We're for a pathway to citizenship, and not a 20-year pathway to citizenship, but something much more humane and realistic, not just for dreamers, but for other undocumented neighbors as well. I'd like to see a comprehensive immigration reform. The environmental issues are very big here in South Florida as well. As you can imagine, we have rising sea levels. This is in many ways ground zero for the climate change crisis. And we have taken a very strong stance against fracking. Wasserman Schultz has not. Against the Sable Trail pipeline, which is Florida's equivalent of the Dakota Access Pipeline. Wasserman Schultz has not come out against that pipeline. She takes a lot of money from Florida Power and Light and its parent corporation, NextEra. We won't take a penny from any of those corporate interests. We're for a Green New Deal. We'd like to see Tulsi Gabbard's bill, that off fossil fuels, 100% renewables, happen very quickly. And you know, what I bring to the table also, again, as a law professor who has studied these issues, is how do we pay for this? You know, in Washington, the conventional wisdom among both Democrats and Republicans is that if you want to pay for something, you've got to cut something else. It's a pay as you go. And first of all, the modern money theory people out there, I'm sure you've got some of them listening to you, the MMTers, they point out that there should not be any financial constraints to this kind of fiscal policy. And I think they're right, not just on a theoretical level, but also when you take a look at U.S. economic history. Beyond that, beyond deficit spending, there are things we can do where we don't have to add to the deficit. We can have the Treasury and the Federal Reserve help finance a national infrastructure bank, which becomes like a revolving fund. And as you start spending the money and putting people to work building infrastructure, you're helping restore the tax base at the same time. So with a national infrastructure bank could be very, I think it's necessary to get this country off of fossil fuels and to convert very quickly to solar, wind, tidal energy, wave energy, all of these emerging new technologies.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.